Please raise your hand if you can ride a bicycle. Think back to when you were learning to ride. What happened?
I fell off.
You fell off. Then what did you do?
Got back on.
You got back on. Why did you get back on?
I didn't know how to ride the bicycle, I knew I had to.
Because you wanted to learn to ride a bicycle. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Recently, I got on the back on the bicycle twice. But to explain to you why, I have to take you back to the 28th of August, 2015. If you'd been sat in front of my computer that morning, you'd have seen an email with the subject line, "You have won the grand prize." Oh yeah? I'm sure you've seen those as well. But it turned out to be true. I then entered a competition on Facebook during the Tour de France, and I'd won a week's trip for 4 people to the French Alps. But I had a problem. I wasn't a real cyclist. I had a bicycle, but I rarely rode it. I had to dust off the bike, pump up the tyres, and take off the training wheels. I bought a brand new cycling shirt. I bought some cool Go Faster shades and a pair of those sexy cycling shorts with the padded bottom to prevent the numb bum. I was back on the bike and ready to ride. We went training at Bosrand, south of Johannesburg. I went with Ben, the macho man with the muscles. I was leading going down a steep hill. At the bottom, there was a sharp right-hand bend, which I got round successfully, or so I thought. Have you ever had a moment where everything goes into slow motion? This wasn't one of them. One minute I was hurtling down the hill, the next the bicycle went one way, I went the other way, the road coming up to meet my face, smack! Nah. Ben was soon standing over me. "Don't worry, you'll be all right. I found your teeth in the road." With the help of a passing motorist and my long-suffering wife, who was called to pick up the pieces, an hour and 47 minutes later, I was at the Sunwood Park Hospital. I walked out of there the following morning, stitches and bandages on my face, scrapes all over my knees and elbows, and a broken little finger. But the trip was only 3 weeks away. Would I still be able to go? Again, it was my ever-wise wife that came to the rescue. If you don't go on the trip, your friends won't be able to go because you were the winner. So we flew to France and we had a fabulous time. But that's another story. What do you do when you fail? When you metaphorically fall off the bicycle? Do you get back on like when you were learning to ride? The reason I got back on the first time was to take advantage of the prize. The second time was so I didn't let my friends down. You see, it's the reason you don't want to fail that's important, not the failure itself. So next time you fall, next time you fail, think of my fall. Find your reason and get back on the bicycle.